welcome back to another video. We have the first video after the holiday today. Is it? Yeah, it is. Yeah, I'm all in a fuddle because it's like a week behind. So yeah, today we are doing our first mukbang. We've got plenty of food here. Should we go through the food first?
Yeah.
So we've ordered from different places because Jack is vegan now. So the place that I've went to, you didn't fancy any of the vegan options, did you?
No.
So I've went to Stacked. If you are subscribed, it's the same place that I went to, well, Jack went to for my birthday. So I've got a hot dog and some pancakes because it's a mukbang, you gotta have loads of food. So I felt like this was a lot of food. And do you want to say what yours is?
Yeah, that's a falafel wrap.
You probably can't see it, so
yeah,
that. Jack's already cut it up.
Yeah, falafel wrap. That's batata haras, fried vegetables, and there is some hummus, and we've got some, what's it called again? Baklava for dessert. Yeah.
And what's that?
That's just bread.
Did you order it?
No, it must have came with the vegetables and stuff maybe.
It's like it's kind of like thin naan bread.
I think it's just like a Lebanese like flatbread. Yeah.
Yeah, it's like a thin wrap.
Yeah.
It looks nice. So that's the food. So whilst we eat, I thought we could catch you guys up on like isolation and a bit about the holiday. I put on my Instagram like thing for questions, or I also asked for like topics to talk through that we could give like our opinion on, but I didn't really have many questions, so I thought we could do a couple tag instead and just talk through some of the questions on a couple tag. I've only ever done one other tag, and it was the sister tag. So it's really basic questions, but I don't think we've answered it. It's like how we met, like who said I love you first and stuff. It's fun.
Yeah. I
thought it would be good and relevant after our anniversary, because if you guys haven't seen, we just came back from holiday celebrating our 10-year anniversary. So we've been together 10 years now. So yeah, we are filming this on Saturday, and it's the Saturday like yesterday for you guys if you're watching it on the Sunday. I didn't film pretty much all week, and like it worked out all right because of the way that the holiday content came, but it's Saturday, so we're on day 9 of isolation. But it's just going to work well when you don't really talk much.
Yeah. We did our day 8 tests this morning.
Yeah.
So hopefully we get results within the next couple of days, and then we can get out. Yeah.
So we're meant to end isolation, like tomorrow's meant to be our last day. We're meant to come out on Monday, but the way it works is you can't leave until you've had your negative day 8 test. And I've mentioned it on the holiday vlog, but we bought a package deal from Chronomics where you got your fit to fly test, your test for when you're out there to get back to the UK, your day 2 and your day 8 test. And it's kind of been an absolute sham. Like, it's been ridiculous, hasn't it?
Mm-hmm.
So we didn't use our fit to fly test from them because they didn't have a quick enough turnaround for what the Spanish government requests for you going in the country. Then when we got back for the day 2 test, they didn't come until day 4. And then the results didn't come until day 6. You got yours on day 5, didn't you? I got mine a day later than you.
Yeah. Mm-hmm.
Was it day 5? I don't know. I think we got them back on day 6. Oh yeah, you got yours in the morning.
You got yours later.
And I got mine in the evening. And then our day 8 test came today. So it's day 9 today, so they're a day late. So, and we've sent them off, we've put them in the post box because that's how it works. You've got to find like a priority post box, and then you've just got to wait for them to get there. So we don't actually think we're going to be able to leave isolation on time because there's no way that it's going to get there on time and be processed and get our results by tomorrow. So we're not actually sure when we're going to get out of isolation. Yeah. Honestly, if you're flying with TUI or just in general looking at Chronomics, don't use them. They've been a nightmare because do you want to tell them about how it's been like with contacting them?
Yeah, so like when you try and contact them from a sport point of view, you put through like an automated calling system. I think most of the options of the automated calling system probably just end with a recorded message saying just information about whatever you're querying, and then it hangs up on you. So when we were, why did we ring up again?
Because we saw that day 2 wasn't going to come on time.
Yeah, day 2 wasn't going to come on time. I think the message just said, please wait for your test to come.
Yeah. And we were on the last day that you're allowed because the NHS ring up every day. So every day we had a phone call from Track and Trace just saying, like, are you still in the same addresses that you put on your form? And then if you, like, on a testing kind of day, they'll be like, have you took your test yet? And literally on day 1, they were like, has your test arrived? And we're like, no. And they're like, okay, we'll wait till tomorrow. And then on day 2, they're like, contact them. And if you don't hear back from them within 48 hours, the NHS will send you a different, like, a test, so you can still do your day 2 test because you get fined if you don't do them. So we were literally, like, about to ring 119 again to get another test when it came in the post.
So yeah, the phone.
And an email.
Yeah, and we emailed them as well, and they just haven't getting back to it.
There's like no customer service. There's a form on the website which we've used, and we used on day, I want to say day 2, and we still haven't heard anything back from them. So a week later, we haven't heard anything back from them. I found an email on their website. I emailed them 2 days ago, heard nothing back, and like Jack said, you can't get through to them on the phone. So it's absolutely terrible that you can't get through to them. If you want to talk to them, it says talk to TUI, but it's like that they've got nothing to do with the testing. So it's just, and you'd think they'd understand to dispatch the tests in time for the day 2 and day 8, but they haven't. So we don't know what's going to happen.
Yeah. I think it's because on the instructions it says return the test the same day you get it. So I don't know if it is meant to arrive on that exact day.
But I mean, it showed when it was going to be dispatched, didn't it?
Yeah.
So like they haven't gave it.
It should have really been dispatched like
the day before. Yeah.
But I mean, if you are booking tests through a private provider, do research on what's it? Trustpilot, and things like that, because I think there's more than just Chronomics that are quite bad about this. From looking this morning, so do your research on it.
We only went with them because they were like TUI's recommended partner.
Yeah, it was that, or there was another one as well, but I think that was like lower on the list on TUI's like priority list. Yeah, but yeah.
Been a nightmare.
Do you want to try that?
No, thank you.
Sure.
We're gonna have to do like 11 days of isolation instead of 10 at the minimum. Like I don't think it'll come till Tuesday, but it's been a nightmare, right? Because I'm meant to be on Monday. I'm meant to be going looking at a wedding venue as a photographer capacity, not as for us capacity. And then on Tuesday, Jack's meant to be going to work, which is Leeds, and he doesn't know if he's going to be able to get there because we don't know if we're going to be out. But he's booked his holiday. He's booked his hotel and his train tickets.
And that day revolves around me a lot as well, so I do need to be there. But
yeah, at work.
Yeah.
Yeah, and I've got my second vaccination booked in for the Tuesday night. So it's just been an absolute nightmare, and I know we probably should have like researched whether you could go out after day 10 with no test, but when we've paid like that amount of money for a testing service, I just expected them to come on time, because it's no big deal. Like the wait in terms of getting your result, fair enough, I understand it's got to get there, then it's got to be processed, but it's the fact that they've not came on time. Like they were 2 days late the first time, and then it's a day late today. So I know it's kind of our fault for booking things in, but
it needed to happen.
Yeah, we thought we were going to be out of isolation, so thought I'd fill you in about how isolation's been, because I haven't done anything in terms of content filming. I was going to do a day in isolation vlog, but I realised I kind of only just did that one when I had that when I got pinged, so I haven't filmed one. But how have you found it?
Alright, I think. I've been at work like normal, so it's just kind of felt quite normal for me.
So we got back on the Thursday evening, and then Jack went back to work on Friday, so you had like 3 days before you went back to work though.
On the Monday, you mean?
Oh, did I say Friday?
Yeah.
Oh, right. Yeah, you went back to work on the Monday.
Yeah.
So you had 3 days off?
Yeah. But yeah, it felt alright. I'm less affected by it all though, so...
Yeah, like Jack...
I found it alright.
Yeah, Jack's one of those annoying people where he's just like, no, I don't mind lockdown. It's not that big of a deal. Whereas I'm like, I need to leave this house, otherwise I'm going to have a mental breakdown. But, God, that cheese is spicy.
Mm.
Yeah. I'm a pussy with spice. So it's probably got something like pepper in it, but it's spicy. I was really worried about isolating, like, wasn't I? Like, really worried. We were thinking about maybe we could isolate my grandparents because they have a huge garden, and that's where Oakley's going to be anyway. Like, Oakley's still there. If you are new to the channel, Oakley's our nearly 1-year-old puppy. He's 1 at the end of this month. But I need to stop calling him
At the end
puppy.
of this week.
Oh yeah. No.
In a week's time.
In a week's time. A week tomorrow. It's his birthday.
No, a week today.
No, it's a Sunday because it's when we go for the furniture. What was I saying? Yeah, so because we have no outdoor space in this flat. So we live in a flat that's above a cafe and what they call masonette at the back. And our front door goes straight out onto the main road. So we literally can't leave our flat because if we go out, there's people walking past because it's literally a main road. So we have no outdoor space. So I found lockdown really hard, and the only thing that I found kind of like my respite was going out for the daily walks that we're allowed to have. And obviously in self-isolation you're not even allowed that, you're just allowed to go in your own private garden, which we don't have. So I was really worried going up to it, but it's actually not been as bad as what I thought it was going to be. I think going away made it a lot easier. Like, I think, like, when I got pinged like a month ago, how bad did I cry? Like, I was distraught that I was going to have to isolate because it was just, like, the thought of not leaving this flat was a lot. But because we've been on holiday, I think it's been a lot easier, and I've been really easy on myself. Like, I've not forced myself to do anything. Like, it's literally just been do what you want to do in that moment, and if you don't want to do anything, just don't do it, because, like, I think you need to be kind to yourself in this type of a thing.
Just try a bit.
I don't like the look of the texture. I don't know, because I've got my mouth full.
Not like that.
What is that texture?
It's like a bit like an onion barge type thing, isn't it? Like a...
Anyway, yeah, what was I saying? Yeah, I've been really easy on myself, and I think it's made it a lot better. Like, I think in the first lockdown, everybody felt like, well, there was this pressure to be productive, do like home workouts and stuff, and then with this, because it's only, I keep telling myself it's only 10 days, even though it's going to be longer, I'm just being like, right, give yourself 10 days of doing whatever you want, and if you want to be productive, if you want to work out. I've kind of treated it as like extending the holiday. Like, I've kind of just said to myself, right, because I mean, I wanted to do a 2-week holiday for the, like, going away, but it was expensive. So I've just kind of said to myself in my head, right, we'll just act as if we had booked a 2-week holiday and do what you want to do, because I think just day to day, I put a lot of pressure on myself to do stuff anyway. So I think I've just tried this as like part of the holiday, and it's been okay. Like, I have been productive on some days. The first few days were the hardest. Like, I just kind of, like, it's the sitting down for me. Like, my body does not react well for sitting down for long periods of time. After the travelling day where we flew back and then had the 3-hour trip up from Manchester, I literally, like, my back was just in bits, and I know it's from sitting. Like, I know it's from sitting.
Thing is as well, like with us, when we were on holiday, we did a lot of sitting as well. It was by the pool, we were just chilling, and we didn't go out every day, did we, to do things.
No.
So kind of probably doesn't help that it's like literally 2 weeks of not doing much.
So, like, the first day after we got back, I was sitting on the settee, and I was just like, I'm so uncomfortable, and I just kept, like, getting up and just standing, didn't I? And then, like, just wandering, which is what I used to do in the other lockdowns, because I just get so stir crazy when I can't move. I know it sounds like kind of cringy, but I am someone who has to keep moving all the time. It's why I worked so well as a personal trainer, because I was on the move all the time, and that's what I feel like my body needs. So it was hard the first few days because we were just going a bit stir crazy, but then now I kind of got used to it. My body is still so uncomfortable. Like, I can't get comfortable sitting. Like, I'm always fidgeting, and my back's in pain and my knees are in pain, and it's awful. I don't know how people sit all day for a job. If you do that, I have utmost respect for you, because I've got a clue how people do it. But it's been okay. I've done quite a bit of photography work. What else have I been doing? Cleaning, moving stuff about. So I have been a bit productive. But obviously Jack's been at work the entire time, so he's been productive every day. It's hard with you being at work though. Because I can't talk to you. Because Jack gets so busy at work. Like, meetings, just having to get stuff done. Because Jack's a manager, so you have stuff to do all the time.
If I'm not managing, if I'm not like in meetings, I'm developing code, so it's like I'm in it, kind of getting the zone kind of thing.
So like it's hard not being able to kind of cure boredom with him. I've just kind of get on my own devices, which is fine, I can do it. Like I lived by myself for 3 years, but it's still hard because he's there, so I kind of want to do stuff with him, but I can't because he's busy. So it is hard you being at work, but it's doable. It's a shame you have to work. What was your favourite bit from it then?
We'll be just chilling.
Yeah?
Yeah.
Because it's different, isn't it? Because you're normally, I think you've changed. You're normally like, let's get up and go, let's do something, let's go and do an excursion, let's go explore. But you were really just like, no, I'm happy chilling.
Sorry.
Because I was really worried going up into the holiday, wasn't I? I kept saying, are you sure you're going to be okay with just relaxing on this holiday?
Yeah. I don't know if it was the, okay?
Yeah, I'm just figuring out where to put this.
I don't know if it was COVID or if it was, just because of like how hard work's been, but like just how busy I've been with work over the past few years.
Yeah.
That I did just want to I didn't mind just chilling.
Yeah. It was nice though, it was nice seeing you relax. It's weird though when you relax because you don't do anything when you relax, if that makes sense. So when I'm relaxing, I'll like read my book, or like, I read my book essentially, that's all I do. But you just sat. Like, because you're not into big into reading. You did read a little bit, like you were reading iRobot, but you just kind of just sit. Or you go on your phone.
Yeah.
Like, he reads like articles relating to work because he genuinely enjoys doing that. Like, what did you do? You sent an article through to your work chat because he was like, this is a good read, because it was to your team, wasn't it?
Yeah.
And then so he said, oh, this is a good read. And someone was like, God, your holiday must be really boring. But it's because you genuinely enjoy doing that.
Yeah. It's not like I went out my way to do work, it was just like sorted on Reddit and started reading that kind of thing, but yeah.
I'm going to get a mess eating these, like. I'm going to put Nutella everywhere.
Right, do you want to do the mukbang, because we kind of ate all your food and still talk about that.
This is the mukbang. Do you mean the tag? Well, yeah, if you're not going to ask me what my favourite part was.
What was it?
No, if you're not interested.
I know what your favourite part was. Seeing my booty every day.
I see your booty every day here.
No, I'm in the shower not naked, because I'm normally ready before you get up.
I see you naked every day, Jack.
What was your favourite bit?
Probably the massage, or going into geese. I really enjoyed it. And chilling. I really enjoyed being able to read a book within like 2 days, which I never ever do.
You almost did it within a day, didn't you?
Yeah, I was
just
really
like a chapter
close.
or something, or like half a chapter.
Yeah, I think I was like 50 pages short of doing it within a day, but yeah, I get ready. I enjoyed relaxing.
Good.
Okay, let's do this couple tag thing. I haven't actually read through all the questions, so some of them might be rubbish.
Okay.
Where and when did we first meet?
School.
Okay, it timed out, so all you missed was I got angry at Jack because Jack was just like schooling and that was it. So I was telling you the story of it. So this 24-hour event, going into it, we didn't know, like, this is literally how we met.
I don't even know what the 24-hour event, because I timed up before that.
Oh right. So we did a 24-hour event for charity at school. Like, it was like a lock-in, and we had to stay awake for 24 hours. And going into that, I had an ex before Jack that I was kind of a little bit like high school, like, I'm obsessed, I love him. But so yeah, going into that, me and him had been on and off. So I think our record was like 2 days, and then we were off, and then 2 weeks, and then we were off, and then 2 months. But at the time of the 24-hour event, I was still wanting to be with him, but he had a girlfriend, and she was doing the 24-hour event, but he wasn't. So when I was going to the bit in the school that we needed to be at, he came and talked to me. He was like, oh, I don't think I want to be with her anymore. And I was like really excited, and I was like, oh, okay. And then he went off, and I was just out, I can't remember who I was with like gentlemen, that wasn't it? Just people from my year.
Yeah.
Yeah. And basically, this ex was like texting me during it. And I was getting like a makeover from a friend at this point, and I went and I left my phone for ages, and I came back and he'd asked me out, and then I hadn't replied, so he'd text me being like, never mind, I asked her out again and she said yes. So I was really upset. I mean, obviously, it's one of those things where it feels like the end of the world at the time, so I was really, really upset. And then do you want to take over, because I can't remember?
Yeah. So then we kind of, I don't know how we met or were introduced or anything like that. I don't know if it was...
I can remember Louie and Dunham, so were you hanging around with them?
No, not really. Anyway, there was somehow we met.
Wasn't that crying against the wall?
Maybe.
And you were sitting against the wall.
Like, you're alright and stuff like that.
Yeah.
Maybe, yeah. And then I think the in-betweeners or something were on, and we're sitting on this, I don't know what you call it, it was like a pad thing, wasn't it?
Oh, we're playing cards first.
Yeah.
You said that was you.
We played cards first. And then there was this big pad thing, I think, so like meant for like PE and
Can't believe
you're allowed and stuff like that. So we were all sitting on that and we were watching in between us on this TV, and then I think you fell asleep on my lap, with your head on my lap while we were watching it. I don't know how we got to that point or what happened after that point, but I just kind of remember that. And then I think we talked a bit more throughout the 24-hour event, and then afterwards we talked a little bit as well in the morning, and then we didn't speak for like...
It wasn't that long, like 2-3 weeks.
3 weeks, yeah.
Because basically, it sounds really bad, but I didn't know that was Jack. I can't remember it being him at the 24-hour event, but he went to one of my friends that you already knew. How did you know Laura? I can't remember, but Laura asked if it was okay for Jack to have my Skype. And I was like, who is he? And she was like, oh, I'll just let him. And then we just started chatting, and then that was kind of it. We talked, because that was at the end of March, and then we didn't start going out till July, so we talked for like 3 months, and then we started going out.
Yeah.
But Jack did this thing where he was like, oh, I'm not, because where were you? Before I went to Paris, where were you? You went somewhere.
Ukraine, wasn't it?
No, we were together when you went to Ukraine.
Mm.
I can't remember. Jack went somewhere, and like he was like, oh, I'm going to ask you out, but I want to do it in person. So I'm not going to do it this week because I'm away. And then I went to Paris, and he was like, I'll wait till you come back from Paris. And then he did it over text anyway. We were literally sitting in the yard. We could see each other. He was sitting like all the other way at the yard, at a different, like at the other umbrella, and I was sitting at the yard just on my phone. And then he texted, will you go out with me? And I was like, yeah, but I was like, I thought you were going to do it in person. That's why we've waited for like 3 weeks. But you chickened out, didn't you?
Too chicken, yeah. Yeah.
So yeah, that was how we met. He consoled me when I was upset about another boy, and then I fell asleep on him, which I can't remember. Where was our first date? Oh, you'll remember.
I think the first one was with Chloe. No, with Abby.
I couldn't remember if it was the one with Abby or with Ellie.
It was the one with Abby. I met you, and you brought along your sister, and we just went. I think it was in Pegswood, and we just went and sat in the field and walked around. Yeah.
I can't remember the one with Abby. I can remember the one with Ellie. But you guys will know, like if you grew up in high school as a female, like you don't go to something by yourself. Like you're too scared. You just don't do it because you're like, it's gonna be awkward, and then you feel awkward around the boys, and it's like, oh no, you've got to have someone with you. So I did bring my sister to our first date, and then the next time I brought my best friend because I was too scared still.
Then we didn't really hang out much outside
We didn't
of school.
talk to each other, did we? Because
We
that's
talked
why you
briefly
broke up
at
with
school,
me.
and then we just didn't really talk to each other much.
Mhm.
That was about 6 months.
Your birthday was the first like thing.
Yeah, so like literally 6 months into going out, we started hanging out more.
Hanging out together, yeah. And then we became inseparable and everybody hated us in school. But that's another story for another time. If you knew us in school, you'll know. And I apologise on our behalf if you know us from school. We're not like that anymore. But yeah. Anyway, what was your first impression of me?
I might answer all these.
No, like it's both. I'll
Okay.
tell you after.
Go on. You go first.
I can't remember you, so I also can't remember, we hung out for a little bit in middle school as well. So where we went to school, it was first, middle and high school. So middle was year 5 till year 8 and high school was year 9 to year 11. And we hung out together then and you can't remember me then though, can you?
No.
No, so I can't remember my first impression of you because I can't remember meeting you. So you go.
I'm the same, I can't remember my middle school either. But then at the 24-hour thing in high school, I thought you were really pretty, thought you had a nice bum.
I had no bum.
You had a nice bum. Have a nice bum. It's only getting better with age.
My hair?
Yeah, it was, you were like a gingery colour, weren't you?
Yeah, Jack likes gingers. So I was ginger at that time and he liked my hair. The next one's a good one.
So it's just like,
That car was nice.
all different types.
Oh, okay. What's it like?
Nice.
Yeah?
It's
I've
oh,
had
yeah,
chantilly cream before. That's really nice.
Yeah.
Tastes like ice, like sugar icing. Right, anyway. When did you first meet my family?
I can't remember first meeting your grandparents, but I think I met your mum. I met your mum first. I think we went up there, or I got the bus up to meet you up there.
Oh yeah, you did come up a few times.
Mm-hmm. More than a few times, I think.
Yeah, I grew up with my grandparents and my mum lived like quite far away.
Like a 20-minute bus.
Yeah, and I sometimes went there on the weekends. So yeah, you did. I can't remember you meeting my family, you know, for the first time.
I can remember you meeting my mum.
You meeting my mum?
She's like always very tall. Yeah, I think she called us handsome as well, but yeah.
Can't touch her. I met Jack's family all at the same time. Like literally all of his family at once. And it was on that first kind of like proper date that we did. So it was Jack's birthday. It was his 16th birthday. And they invited me to like the family meal. And that was the first time I met any of them. Like I don't even think I'd met Sam then, which is Jack's brother. And it was so intimidating. Like it was so intimidating because like I said, like me and Jack hardly hung out like before at all. And then I was meeting all of his family at once. And it went alright, didn't it? Your granddad kept calling me Daphne, but that's just your granddad. But yeah, it went alright, didn't it?
Mm-hmm.
Who said I love you first?
We do know this, but I think it was me. Was it you?
Mm-hmm.
Yeah, it was you, yeah.
So, this is a little bit of a backstory. Not in terms of saying I love you, but just a bit of a like disclaimer. Me and Jack have broke up a few times during the time. I haven't mentioned it on the channel because it's not really important. When we broke up, we pretty much spent all of our time together anyway, didn't we? Like I think the longest we broke up for was like a year. But we literally never stopped seeing each other. Like we were seeing each other outside of school. Honestly, like every other night anyway. But the first time we were together, it was me. And then the second time we got together, like after a more serious breakup, but we still seeing each other, it was you because I refused to say it first. Weird habit of each other. So what's a weird habit I do?
There are a couple, but let me think of them. Kit Kat thing is weird.
It's not.
It is weird. Sarah nibbles all the chocolate off a Kit Kat.
A chunky Kit Kat, not a normal Kit Kat.
Yeah. But that's weird.
I eat the sides off. Like I eat the top bit and then I eat the sides off and then I eat the wafer. That's not weird.
It's a bit weird.
I think everyone does that. I think you're weird for not
It's
doing
weird.
it. That's the weirdest thing that I do.
Off that I can think of right now.
The only thing I can think of, I don't know whether it's a habit, but it's the spoon thing. So whenever Jack eats something off a spoon, he doesn't like
Clean the spoon.
clink his mouth around the spoon. He leaves loads on it and he doesn't go back to the spoon like that's him done. And it's really annoying because if I give him something to try of mine, he'll give me stuff back and there'll be stuff all over the spoon.
So like I eat with my teeth, so I'll pull it off the spoon with my teeth rather than my lips, and then
I don't know if that's a habit, but
you know.
that was what came to mind. Another weird habit though that you do, falling asleep straight away.
It's not weird.
It is
That's
weird.
It's just normal.
No, it's weird. Like no matter what, even if Jack is not tired, if we go to bed, he's asleep like that. Like within 5 minutes, It is weird. It's a weird habit. I'm going with that.
It's more of a skill.
Yeah, it is. Can you think of any more for me? Hmm? How long have we been together? 10 years. Just happened.
10 years and
10 years and what?
how many days?
A week and a day?
How many hours?
Shut up. We've got to go for a break, wasn't it? So 11.
So,
A few hours. First thing you noticed about me? I'm going to guess that you're going to say it's my bum. The first thing you noticed about me was my bum?
probably.
Or was it my hair?
Probably a bit of both. You're facing away from us, I remember that. That's why I was your bum. I wasn't actively looking for bums.
I can't remember, but I imagine it was your hair, because I like long hair. What pisses you off? I'm assuming this is about me. Like, what pisses you off about me?
I'll start. Joking. I don't know.
When he says he doesn't know, it means he doesn't know which one to pick.
No, I don't know.
I could list things that I think you would say.
Your connection to material things, and that's in a way because I would live very minimal, I think. And I think you like your little things.
What?
I think you like your little things.
Like what?
Like your decorative bits and
Like what?
I don't know. Candles and stuff.
You...
And like, I don't know, like looking around.
That
like
pisses
little
you
things.
off? Like, gets you pissed off? Or does that just annoy you?
It's more just I find weird.
Yeah, so not pisses you off.
I can't really think of one that pisses off them.
Hangriness?
No, because I understand that. That's just because I'm an understanding person. No, but like I get that you get hungry, so it doesn't piss us off that you're hungry. I just understand why you're hungry, and it's just something we work through.
Alright, fair enough.
What pisses you off?
Not picking up after yourself?
That's only a more recent thing though, and I think due to COVID.
It's one of those things that, like, Jack is a really clean person. Like, you're a cleaner person than me. But it's the little things. This isn't a new thing. Like, if Jack uses a fork in cooking, he'll just put it in the sink. Like, whereas if it's me, because it's such a small thing that I've used, like just a fork, I'd wipe it clean and put it back. Whereas Jack just leaves it in the sink, and then all of those little things add up. That pisses me off. And your forgetfulness. I know I'm doing too. You're like, oh, I don't know. And I'm like, here, this, that, the. But his forgetfulness. Jack really listens well in the moment, but as soon as the moment's gone, it's gone from his head. That pisses me off. But you know these things and you agree, so I don't feel bad about it. Right, should we do 2 more? You pick one. So we've done like all above 12. You pick one of them.
What I'm good at. And don't say work related stuff because I don't see that as like a more just like I don't know as a person or like in the relationship. What am I good at?
In the relationship or as a person, because I'd say different things.
Well, what's the different things? Like both. And
Okay. In general, it is kind of work related, but it's not like work. It's like figuring something out. Like if you don't know how to do it, you'll know how to do it within the hour. Like you will. And you're good at that. Within the relationship,
struggling to figure something out.
complimenting me. Like you're good at trying to make me feel good. I think in the moments where like I don't feel good still when you're complimenting me, that's more like a me thing. Like with my body dysmorphia. But you are good at like
Picking you up.
yeah, kind of constantly like complimenting me and stuff. Okay, what am I good at as a person?
I'd say as a person you're good at sticking at things. And like so like with no, but like stuff like the PT, you started off like having a mild interest in like fitness and you went to the gym and stuff like that, but then you dedicated yourself to become that PT. And although you've had quite a few career changes, the things you pick you want to do, you do. Like going to uni wasn't like a full hum-ha thing for you. It was that you decided that's what you wanted to do and you did it, and you just made it happen. And that's what you're good at.
Thank you.
I think in a relationship you're good at like it probably links into like me being forgetful, but you're good at like just making sure things are happening. So like if it's like, I don't know, it's less revolving me and you, but like for us as a couple, it's like birthday remembering and stuff like that, and like oh, we need to go.
But I feel like that's
or,
because I have to,
Hmm.
because you're forgetful.
Yeah, but you're good at that. Like,
Right.
you're good at reminders of stuff, even though you always think you're bugging us.
Yeah.
But
It's the curse of being a cis woman in a hetero relationship, innit? Feeling like nagging. When really it's just you who don't remember anything.
Yeah.
Yeah. Should I pick one more and then we'll do it? Finish? Or do you want to pick one
I
more?
had one, but
Okay, yeah, come on then. Because I've done them.
do I have any weird obsessions?
Obsessions. IT.
It's a weird obsession.
I mean, it's weird how much you do it and you're not sick of it yet. Because you do it all the time. It's not weird though, like it's fair enough. Weird obsession. Only TV programmes that I don't really enjoy, but I've like, other people wouldn't find that weird.
Yeah. So like programs like Rick and Morty and stuff, and like Brooklyn
Yeah.
Nine-Nine and stuff, which like
And like
is
all
really
those
popular.
animated ones.
Yeah. You don't like animated stuff, do you?
No, I can't get away with
No,
adult animation.
No matter how like mature or like I don't know, like what's the best way to describe it?
But
Like
mature content.
like kind of woke and stuff as well. Like,
Yeah.
No matter how like good for the world this program is, if it's animated, you
Yeah,
love
like
it,
I want to try Big Mouth, but I'm still not. It's just normally it's humour I don't really vibe with.
Mhm.
Like I'm not a fan of the type of humour that's in adult animation, but you like it. GDA, that's a weird obsession that you have. I don't understand it at all.
It's farm sim, not a weirder obsession.
Why are you mentioning that in the video? Jack plays Farm Simulator and he really
It's
enjoys
really
it,
good.
and it gets to the point where we're I don't want to even when we're driving like down the road and he sees a tractor, he's like, oh, I've got that tractor. Like, you know the models.
I don't know all the models. I just know
It's
like
making it
the
sound like you're on it all the
brands.
time. He plays it like once a week, if
Once every
that.
couple of weeks, yeah. But I do enjoy it. I might even play this afternoon. Maybe now you mention it.
But yeah. Okay, what's mine? Weird obsession.
Um,
You'll have picked this because you know that I've got one.
I picked it because it was one of the best questions on there, to be honest. Because
Oh.
the other one was like those questions like, what are you not good at? And that's just a bit like, yeah, shit. You're being shit.
What are you shit at?
Yeah, basically. Weird obsessions, probably. I don't want to say specifically vampire stuff, but there's a lot of vampire stuff that you like.
Now you can't say that.
I'd say it. But, yeah.
Vampire stuff when we got together, yes. I was obsessed with vampires, but no, you can't use that for now. It's only because I'm watching Vampire Diaries. Like, no. 10 years ago, yes. Now, no.
Okay. I don't really have any weird obsessions because, like, I think if you because of the kind of way your mind works as well. I think if you want to do something, you'll either do it or you'll plan to do it. Like you say, right, I'll do that then.
Mm-hmm.
So you don't really obsess over things. You just kind of, if you know you can do something successfully, or like look at something successfully, or you'll do it. If you think I need more time to do that thing, you'll postpone it. So I don't think you're really obsessed with much.
Okay, well, what about like interest? Because you weren't obsessed with any of the things I said.
Maybe Sims.
You like Sims.
I know I like Sims, but I don't like
It's
it as
not
much.
weird.
Like,
Everybody likes Sims.
Yeah, but like I'll it makes it sound bad over this past week, but I'll play Sims for like an hour and a bit, and then I'll get bored.
I'm sorry,
Whereas,
Jack.
like-
When I've been playing Sims 4, what have you been doing the entire time those first 3 days? Playing Sim City.
That's not SimCity. It's City Skylines.
Oh, City Skylines. I'm sorry.
But it's not about me. This is your weird obsession.
But that's it.
personal.
Like,
Yeah.
once I play it for 3 days, that's not a weird interest.
Well, but I know, but it's like what like mine is kind of thing.
No, Farms and Simulators are weird. Everyone plays Sims.
Okay, then that's probably your strongest obsession then, at the moment, I'd say, because you don't
Not
really have
anymore,
many.
I've stopped now.
No, that's the thing. You don't really have many. So that's the only reason I said that is because it's
the most recent thing.
The most
So
recent
instead of
thing.
saying what's your weird obsession, what's the most recent thing Sarah's done?
Yeah, continue.
Played
yeah.
Sims.
Yeah.
Okay, fair enough. I'm stuffed.
I'm feeling alright.
You didn't eat any of your vegetables.
I feel like most of one. I bought 2 containers.
I thought that was just veg.
No, it's exactly the same. It's
Oh,
the potato
right.
thing.
Oh, I see.
With veg, it's just to get the price up.
Right, okay, fair enough. I am going to finish them later because they were very nice.
Okay.
That is going to finish this video. I hope you guys enjoyed it. I hope you didn't mind us rambling on. That is the end. I don't know what else to say. I hope. Why am I so bad at outros? If you did enjoy it, please make sure to leave it a like. Please subscribe if you are new. Jack's not normally...
That way, isn't it?
I don't know, you know.
Hang on.
Whenever I think about the cards, I'm always like, is it this side or this side?
Which side am I on the screen?
You're on the left. So for a card, you'd point that way.
But the subscribe button, I click.
That.
No, subscribe not allowed to the right, is that it?
No, it's down. No, that my side. Subscribe.
Hang on.
Subscribe that way.
Or that way if it's there, but maybe that way, I think.
Please like it if you enjoyed. I think I've said all of them.
Leave a comment down below, it's definitely down there.
We're rambling on. I'm going to have to come and do the thing. Say bye, Jack.
Bye, Jack.
But, oh no, that's a weird thing. You do dad jokes. Stop it. Right, anyway, bye.